he's not giving his kids nothing. You have to work. You're not getting this. You're not getting this millions.
Wait. Look at the panning.
Bill is not giving handouts to his kids, and neither is Shaq. Shaq is just like, wait a minute, you're not rich, I'm rich.
Welcome to the show, where 3 generations of family go head to head on a variety of topics. We got one Gen Zer, Chris, one Millennial, 8, and one BBB, the baby boom from Brooklyn, Kaya. No matter what the topic may be, you better believe it'll be up for debate.
Hello, gentlemen. What's up? What's doing?
What do you do?
How's everyone doing?
Blessed and highly favored.
That is well. That is
Absolutely.
good. Hallelujah. For debate. Today's topic that is up for debate are our iconic, legendary artists, and whether or not Black celebrities, i.e., movie stars, pop stars, rap stars, or all of the above, can actually still be normal after achieving a huge level of success. So can we just run down some of the stars that we have within our culture that are on that level, that we feel that are on that level of success? Let's just throw some names out there.
How big of an art, how big of a A-list celebrities? Because there's celebrities out there
that they can't go out to Target without being noticed.
I mean, Keanu Reeves be riding a train. Everybody know who he is. Nobody bother him.
I mean, the entire Cleveland Cavaliers basketball team rode the subway, and people didn't even realize who they were.
Yeah, so.
But that's also in New York.
It's different in New York.
Yeah, true.
New York
It's a great
is a
point.
different ballgame. Like Rihanna couldn't go on the train dressed as she was when she was taking pictures with ASAP with her belly showing on the train like that. She can go with her cap on, her beats on her ears, and and her mask on, nobody would know. But she couldn't be out just chilling.
And I feel like even in New York, even if people realize it was her, they'd be like, oh, snap, nigga, there go Rihanna. And then just go right back to...
yeah, that's Rihanna. Over there in the corner. Oh, shoot. And they keep moving. New Yorkers ain't really on it like that as far as, oh my
starstruck.
God. Yeah.
Because survival is usually on the forefront of your mind when you're riding public transportation.
Say, hey, stay focused.
Yeah.
Trains, focus.
Stay focused. So Rihanna, Beyonce,
all the mics.
all the
Tyson,
mics, Michael Jordan,
Jackson.
Mike Tyson, Michael B. Jordan that right now.
Definitely not bothering Mike Tyson.
No. Denzel, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, Stevie Wonder, Prince,
Stevie, bro.
James Brown.
I feel like some of these people might just be on the train or something, just like, yeah, it's me. Don't come over here. Don't say nothing. Don't bother me. You will be shot. All right. Like James Brown, I could just see if y'all niggas come over here, it's going to be a problem. Leave me alone.
Yeah. But some of these celebrities might be undercover weird. You know what I'm saying? Only the people in their camp know that they're weird. What if Stevie Wonder only likes his steak? You know what I'm saying? Half burnt or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You never you never know what type of weird is going on behind closed doors. Like, it's only the artists that are publicly weird. Like, Mike was publicly weird.
Yeah. But do we think that Mike could have had a normal life?
Michael.
You can't have a normal life. Oh,
Michael Jackson.
You can't have a normal life when you're 10 and famous since then. You know what I'm saying? He was famous for his entire life.
Is there a child star who was famous as a child and grew up in this industry that didn't go crazy?
Let's think. Janet.
I mean, she ain't go crazy.
I think she was
But
weird.
I mean, I guess, I mean, how many times are you going to have plastic surgery until people are like, hey, you know, something might be a little wrong with you?
Who said Janet had plastic surgery?
Her face.
Who said?
If you just hold up the cover of, I don't know, Janet from Poetic Justice and Janet from now doesn't have the same facial features.
Let's look. Because I'm not going to let you talk about my Janet like that.
I'm not saying she looks bad. I'm just saying, notice some differences.
Like, nobody's nose is that naturally defined. Like, it looked like somebody chiseled it out of marble, to be honest.
I mean, maybe she had the same problem that Michael did with his nose. No, I mean, she had the same nose back then. I'm looking at her. Let me look at her back when she was Penny. Because I'm not going to let you do it. Her nose was small like that since her nose was, I mean, it might have been. No, her nose was like that. Even when she was dating when she was with the Bosch. Oh no, this is different nose. Okay. She had her nose done. What else? All right, everybody is gonna get their nose done sometime in their life. I want my nose done.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I've always wanted my nose done. I was teased as a kid because they always said I had a white person nose. I had a white, you got a white girl nose. You got a white girl nose. I could tell you got white people in your family. You got a white people nose.
Something tells me that this stuck with you.
Clearly. But I didn't want to get it reduced. I just wanted to get this bone. I just wanted to get the bone.
Oh, you want that Michael Jackson action?
I wanted to get the bone shaved. Because the bone. But now I like my nose.
It looks fine to me.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see it.
But when you're like this thick and you have a white person nose, you tend to look like Gonzo. Okay. That's what people call me, Gonzo.
Children can be so cruel, honestly.
And you know. All right. So besides Janet, getting plastic surgery is not, saying that you're weird. Like almost everybody gets plastic surgery.
Like if you get it like Michael Jackson amount of times, there's clearly something wrong with you.
Mike
had breathing issues.
To be honest.
Oh, so he just figured he would just remove it all.
How do you have that type of breath control for your entire life and have breathing issues?
Don't you carry nothing. That might be a load. Okay. Besides Michael, R. Kelly.
An issue, obviously.
But he wasn't child famous.
Yeah, no.
Usher was a child star.
There's a bunch of stories about Usher though. I got
Brandy was a child star. Ray J was a child star.
He's low key, yep. Ray J, we know about him. Even though, yeah.
Monica was a child star.
She was crazy for a minute.
Monica, you think so?
Kick down your door. No.
No, I just think that
I think she just.
I don't think that's crazy.
Anger
you
management.
Just messing with dumb niggas. I just think when you mess with dumb niggas, that's what happens. Then niggas just cause you to get, crazy chicks don't be crazy off the bat. Something happens. Something happens. The majority of chicks.
You want to change the debate to
Clearly, Chris has something to say here.
You got something on your chest you want to get off.
It's all right. It's all right.
Kanye.
Kanye ain't crazy.
Yeah, something wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with Ye. Ooh,
Man, I don't know when.
Cuba
I don't know
Gooding
when-
Jr.
I don't know when people are gonna learn.
Cuba
Stop
That's a wild
texting
boy.
Kanye
That's
West.
a wild boy.
Yeah. Tiger Woods.
Another wild boy. I mean, these are regular allegations, though. Like, you're cheating on his wife.
No, I'm just saying, but they're of a specific stature. Like Tiger Woods was in all of the tabloids, and you know what I'm saying, and only dated white women, and
Yeah,
you know,
wasn't
and,
white women.
you
Wasn't
know,
it?
don't get me started about the basketball stars.
Weirdest dude I know is obviously, what's his name? Dennis Rodman. Dwight Howard got caught up in some weird stuff, but
AI.
wasn't doing nothing weird.
Well, to them back in the day, he pushed the envelope because
How he dressed?
He was the one that made them have a dress code.
Yeah, but that ain't weird.
But no, I'm saying that he went against the establishment, I should say.
So then what's the standard for quote unquote normalcy? I'm confused.
I'm not saying that he's not normal, because looking at him now, the way what he was doing back then, I was like, oh, he just like braids and he just want to be his authentic black self. But back then we was like, oh my God, AI, he's such a thug. But that was what was put out about him. You understand what I'm saying? Chris, shut up.
I get what you're saying, but I'm kind of confused as to how it relates
back
to
then, because I knew no better. So what the media said about him, I was just like, oh, we talk about practice? Oh, he's wearing braids and he's thugging and he wants to rap. And now I'm just like, oh, that nigga he just want to be his own authentic self. I didn't know.
Practice.
We talk about practice.
If anything, he was probably the most authentic person.
I think
Because we talking about, can you stay authentic or normal being not famous?
I am.
Well,
not
that was
putting on
why
a
I
suit.
brought him up, because he was of that status. He was in all of the magazines, all of the news cycles. Oh, Allen Iverson is this and Allen Iverson is that.
Which I do think it's hilarious because they changed the NBA dress code because of him. And I don't recall seeing him in a suit, not once.
Probably only on draft day, to be honest.
It's just like, y'all must
Ever
show up
since
here
then,
suited down to the socks. And Allen Iverson was just like a t-shirt and jeans.
Bobby Brown,
He's a hell of a drug.
Whitney Houston,
R.I.P. But, you know.
R.I.P. But just think about it, because all of the celebrities that were like mammoth individuals that lost their lives so early.
Face down in a bathtub, in a bed, in some random place, just found.
His drugs. And fame. Drugs and fame.
I don't know. Is it a coincidence?
No.
But the fact that Nippy was on drugs prior to her even becoming a celebrity, she was Newark. She was straight Newark. She turned Bobby Brown on the drugs. Bobby Brown turned her on the alcohol.
You said Nippy?
Yeah, Whitney
Whitney
Houston.
Houston. That's what they call the Nippy.
I didn't. Okay.
A little beyond his age range.
Yeah. Way,
Oh, my
yeah,
bad, bad.
I was like, Nipsey? Russell?
You talk about Nipsey. But yeah, she was strung out before she was even famous like that. And
I
that
was
back then,
I was watching The Bodyguard the other day. I was looking at it and I was like, Whitney was all right.
she's
It was
beautiful,
all right.
but she never thought that she was pretty because she
Yeah.
had a hair growth issue. She had, her fingernails didn't grow the way she wanted it to, and she was always slim. Her body wasn't the way she wanted her body to be, and then you had Bobby out here with these video vixens, you know, trusting a big butt and a smile, that was poison. And she was very insecure. So that just showed you how much money you got. You just can't.
Hey, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce.
Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. Jermaine Dupri cheated on Janet.
Y'all know what this is.
So dumb.
That was good.
So that just shows you, no matter how much money you get, no matter how fly you are, Diddy cheated on J-Lo.
He did?
I mean, that's reasonable.
Yeah. You said that's reasonable.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
What's the other one? The one that she just left. She just left for Ben Affleck.
Oh, A-Rod?
A-Rod. He cheated on her.
I bumped into him actually in the city.
See? That's A-Rod.
Hey, that's A-Rod. All right, now
No, it was because he was coming out of the restaurant that was literally across the street from my job, and like he's walking out, I'm walking past. I looked over, I was just like, "Oh, what up, nigga?" just kept it moving. He got a little suit on him. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that's a New York thing. Ain't nobody asking you for your autograph.
It's funny because me and my wife just had this conversation today. Like, so do you think you'd be starstruck by anybody? I'm like, nah, it ain't really. We don't really get like that here in New York.
That's a good question.
The only person that I would get starstruck for would be Stevie Wonder.
I was gonna say.
And I saw him at the airport. He didn't see me, but I saw him and
I just got that. That's hilarious.
I called everybody I knew. I just saw Stevie. I said that. That's the only person. I can see Beyonce. I can see Jay-Z. I can see any of them. Huh?
So I never understood why he was buying courtside tickets, but that's another conversation.
Shut up. Stop being disrespectful.
I mean, okay.
Right. It could be a Ray Charles thing, I hear like you see. Mm-hmm. Like that hummingbird outside the window.
Is that a Daredevil quote?
No, it's from Ray.
Oh, you don't remember that these mofos literally watch these movies like it's going out of style?
That is hilarious. That could easily be replaced for one of Ben Affleck's lines in Daredevil.
I don't even remember Daredevil.
It's not memorable at all. It's terrible.
Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is another one. He's huge.
So then where do you stand on the fence in terms of whether or not it's possible to stay normal?
I think if I saw Jamie Foxx, I would say something to him. Only because when I watch his interviews, he was like that with other celebrities. So I might see like, oh, what up, Jay, man? What up, dude? I might do something like that. But it would just be for fun.
You know what? I would love to have there are certain celebrities that are like friends in my head. Like I swear, like we're friends. And Jamie is one of those people that we're friends. And Denzel, I would just like to have sit down and have tea with him and just listen. I don't even want to ask him any questions. I just want to listen to what he has to say. I just want to let him elaborate and expound upon the things that Tyler Perry's another one. I would love to meet him and just sit under his tutelage. He's a friend of my head. I don't know.
It's actually funny. When I watch Tyler Perry's his movies and he's arguing and talking, in my mind, I'm like, Is this what it's so weird sometimes. What's that? What are those 2 movies that he had? Why Did I Get Married? Why Did I Get Married to? Like when he argues in those scenes, I'm like, this seems like such a time. Like it seems like it's so him. Like this is not about
eyes for us.
Yeah, like this is not about your damn job. I'm like, that is so Tyler Perry. But then, like when he's talking to the dudes and like drinking beers and stuff, and he was just like, hey, just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can hit it and leave your $200 on the dress and he go back. I'm like, that doesn't sound like Tyler Perry to me. Like, it's just, I feel like he's just always so like.
Proper?
Yeah. Which isn't not like proper, like white or anything like that. But it's just when I see him let loose in those scenes when it's just with him and the guys, it's like, I don't know. It's like, I wonder if he really like that now. It's just weird.
Do you ever watch like his plays and watch his commentary after the plays?
Nah, like the actual Broadway plays or like the DVD joints or whatever. Like those?
I wouldn't say Broadway, but near Broadway plays.
No, you know, Tyler Perry's Broadway.
I mean, we've seen him every time he's come to New York, and we've also probably watched his plays over and over and over and over again.
We got the DVDs with the slim DVD cover and the plastic white CD inside. You got it right on Sharpie. Tyler Perry play. That's what we got.
Oh, Tyler, we've bought all of your stuff.
Not all.
And we've
they bought it from somebody.
They were purchased. Tyler, we have purchased a membership to BET Plus just because of you.
Are we watching Sisters?
Loves you. I love Sisters. And I love Bros. Yeah. That's a story for another day.
I've seen all the Madea movies.
I've seen all the movies.
If that puts me in any sort of bracket, but
the plays are a different ball game.
I've seen one.
You have to be in a like. He's not into the plays, but mommy has literally gotten every play he has ever done, and will watch it like she's watching it for the first time. You know, but we will also go and see him in the theater. We saw him at Radio City when he was here last.
Oh, okay. Nice. Wait, so let me ask just low-key like side note question. If you get a bootleg of something, like if let's say a movie comes out and you watch the bootleg, do you then go and see the movie in the theater still? Or get the actual DVD like and see it in like, you know, full high quality or whatever?
I'm gonna tell you some of my my bad habits. I try to support all Black artists, all Black singers, all Black actors or producers or directors. So if I get it bootleg because I can't get to the theater, when it comes out on DVD, I'm definitely buying a DVD or downloading it. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like a Titanic or something with, even though I love Leonardo DiCaprio, I'll get that joint on Cody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm weird like that. Like if I watch something that's like, if I watch a bootleg, I gotta go see it in theaters or get the DVD no matter what. I feel like I haven't seen it if I haven't seen it in like the full HD quality.
I ain't got that problem. Now, I will say, if I got any of the Marvel joints with any of the Black Panther cast in it, and I watched that on Cody, you could bet your by golly wow that I am getting I'm downloading something with Black Panther on it. Okay.
I went to see Black Panther. That joint ended. I just walked to another theater, sat through it again.
Let me know all the time.
I did it for that and Endgame. And you know I had to like the movies. Endgame was 3 hours long, and I left one and went right into another theater. And
so you had nowhere to go.
I was just like, oh, I'm like, this joint is just starting. Let's go check this out. They were like, you staying? Like, yeah, I can go home. I'm about to sit through this one more time.
Like who still hops the movie theaters?
Me, if there's one starting when mine is ending.
Watch AMC gonna have a picture. No, we like if you see this nigga.
You know.
Yeah, now that everything is downloadable, I just get the streaming service.
Right.
But yeah, Tyler Perry, he has a home that has an airplane strip.
It's like 40,000 acres or something ridiculous.
Yeah, where you can land a plane right into his front yard.
Yeah, niggas better not hit this house.
You know, like the nigga has so much money now and was living in his car at one time in his life. And he did that all off of the quote unquote Chitlin circuit. And has a TV studio where they
It's like the biggest one, right? It's like bigger than all the others combined.
Where they filmed Coming to America 2.
Bad Boys
filmed
3.
some of one of the Marvel, I think it was Endgame. Was it Endgame?
Could be. I have no idea.
I know something on his lot.
They were doing Coming to America and Bad Boys 3 at the same time.
At the same time, yep. Because they had took that picture.
Well, I mean, those are not good examples, to be honest.
Bad Boys 3 was dope. I liked it.
So wait, you don't really, love doesn't do it for you, but Bad Boys 3 was dope.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
He had an illegitimate son by a witch.
It's unfortunate.
Like what? What?
See? You gotta be careful where you lay your hat.
I don't know how I feel about you no more. I don't know if we could be family anymore. After this, I don't know. And the thing about it is, I love Martin. I love Will Smith. But Bad Boys 3 wasn't it. They should have left it at the devil is not welcome here. And that'd have been it.
I liked it. I don't know. I liked it.
Martin in his bathrobe dancing to Suavemente in the like I don't know. No.
I thought that was funny. This dude retired and all of a sudden was out here watching Sábado Gigante.
That was the one you liked.
Yeah.
Dope. But Love.
I didn't say Love was bad. I just said
it doesn't do it for you. You said it doesn't do it for you.
Like if somebody played it, I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. It would be like, oh, this is a good song. I like the song. It's just not one of my favorite. It's not my favorite Music Soul Child song, but it's a song that I like.
I'm trying to clean it up.
I don't even know what my favorite Music Soul Child song is, but that's neither here nor there.
It's just so many of them. But see, music is at a level in his life where he can go to Target and nobody would bother him. Half the people in Target wouldn't know who he was. Same with Anthony Hamilton.
Same with Bobby Valentino. I'm just saying, like
Donnell Jones.
If I seen Donnell Jones in Target, I wouldn't even know it was him.
I'd be like, Donnell, why you got that shirt on? Why you had that shirt on?
I know at least 4 or 5 people that look like Donnell Jones.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Joe.
Well, you can say that for most C-list or B-list celebrities.
But I don't feel like they're C-list or B-list. I just feel that they're not as they don't have the engine behind them to be on the level of
But I mean, that still makes you C-list or B-list celebrity, right?
So I mean, J. Cole referred to himself in his own track, before I became a B-list celebrity. So if he considers himself a B-list celebrity, then who would be put above using J. Cole as the standard of the B level?
He
Who
can
would
no
be
longer
put
be a B-list celebrity.
As an A-list?
Yeah, so who would we put at A or B? And this was 2014 Forest Hills Drive album. So this is,
Since then, his net worth is skyrocketed.
Well,
he can't be B-list anymore.
Jay and LL were just inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Jay, his intro was with like the Obamas and like mad A-list people. You know what I'm saying? I think J-Lo performed for LL's intro or whatever. But LL, he did the seamless hip hop to acting transition, and he's made a name for himself in both genres, in my opinion, because he still goes hard on that CSI.
Is Tyrese an A-list celebrity?
If you he was in Transformers and Fast and Furious, two of the top grossing movies, right?
Yeah.
But
he also made Sweet Lady.
He was in those movies as the token black guy. He didn't have any major role in either of these movie franchises. He was just there to be the
in Too Fast, Too Furious. It was him and Paul Walker. They're like the only two who actually made a movie without everybody else.
Nobody remembers Too Fast, Too Furious.
It's on TV every day.
I didn't like
but
that
since
one.
then,
that was the one with Ava Mendes, right?
That was when they were still racing. Since then, they were saving the world by jumping out of planes with cars. Too Fast, Too Furious is
he's literally the comedic relief for the entire series.
Tyrese, I don't know if he's a A-list celebrity, and I don't know if he's not normal because he started out as a Coke commercial.
But I think if Tyrese was in public, people would be like, "Oh my gosh, it's Tyrese."
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it matters whether or not you're what tier of celebrity you are. I think it's just a matter of can you remain who you were before you got famous.
Like I think that Will Smith and Jada possess some sort of normalcy, but then they raise their kids to be these weirdos. You know what I mean? So then are they normal?
I don't know that they raise their kids like that so much as their kids kind of found their own
allow their kids
niches.
to find their own path.
But there's a difference. That's allowing as opposed to raising them.
That's their style of raising kids.
But if it's more so, but that's not traditional, I would say, but in terms of, this is getting off topic, but in terms of how Black people raise their kids versus how white people raise their kids, or not necessarily white people, but every other culture, like with Asian and, other Eastern cultures, they're just like, this is what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? This is the path you're going to take when they're that young. They give them the structure and the foundation before they even go outside. But with us, it's just like, you can be whatever you want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You just got to follow these principles.
Conversation, but that's, I don't think that they did either or. They were just like, spread your wings.
But they're famous with bread. There's a difference.
I don't know, because, and he's not Black, but Bill Gates, I always go back to him. He's not giving his kids nothing. You have to work. You're not getting this. You're not getting this millions.
Wait, look at the pennon.
Bill is not giving handouts to his kids. And neither is Shaq. Shaq is just like, wait a minute, you're not rich. I'm rich. Shaq is another friend in my head.
I feel like for Shaq, you wouldn't even have to say nothing. He might just say something to you if you make eye contact with him. Like,
I don't think there's ever a point where you can make eye contact with Shaq.
In my opinion, superstars of a certain status can remain normal if they have a circle of friends that can keep them grounded and keep them in a place of, okay, these are my, like you see how Jay still rocks with Ty. How long, Marcy was how long ago? Ty is still, he was there at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, sitting in the audience like, that's what you call day ones. When you have the same people around you that were there before you had stuff, because it's usually the people that are around you that start to be those yes people, like Michael Jackson had around him, that was just like, oh my God, you're the best. You can do anything. You don't need anyone. You know, yes, let's try this ice chamber. Let's freeze your body and see if you, when you have people that's from the same hood as you, grew up in the same neighborhood as you, and they're not trying to just get stuff from you, but they're just trying to see you win. And while they're seeing you win, they become whatever they need to be as well. But when they have that, I think that's how people stay grounded.
Which is few and far between, though, in terms of who has that opportunity to have those people around them. Because once you get to a certain amount of, like, once you get to a certain tax bracket, then you can't really decipher who's genuine and who's not if they weren't there from jump.
And then sometimes the people that were there from jump, they're the ones that start to change.
Selena. Marvin Gaye. I mean,
but I do think there is a very clear, I guess, like Jay-Z, there's a clear example of, and like Jay-Z and LeBron's and people like that, and even like Nas, like if you ever listen to their interviews, they mention the same 5 or 6 names of people who they rock with, like from then to now. Like the names never change. Like you don't hear new people, like, or you hear like Shaq when he talks about, you know, the person who taught him to manage money, who's now like, you know, like a father figure to him. He talks about that. I can't remember his name, but it's like an old Jewish guy. He's like, you know, he asked me if I wanted to be rich or wealthy, and what did I want to do, and I'm going to show you how to do all these things. He's like, yo, this dude's been in my life ever since then. It's going on 30 plus years now. So I think there is that consistent piece of just having those day ones around. Because once you get money, I mean, for them, I'm sure it's like, can't really trust anybody.
Because that's when everybody is around you with their hand out. That's when you got to give them the Kevin Hart and the wedding ring. Gotta hit them with the Kevin Hart.
Money brings out all that weird though. Once you get to a certain level of wealthy or rich, it's like you don't like the intrinsic motivation kind of goes away because you already have everything that you could want. There's no motivation to kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like now
you're just like oh, I don't need to go out and try to get my whatever, because
yeah
I can just get it from you.
If you're a millionaire, you can afford to dress like a hobo, and chicks still gonna be throwing themselves at you. When you middle class, you know, you gotta put on cologne and stuff and actually try.
Speaking.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next episode of Up for Debate.
I would be off the grid. I would not be tapped into the matrix. I would not be plugged into the matrix at all times. Right now, I'm plugged into the matrix. Huh?
You sending messages by bird now?
Cuckoo! You know, I'm just, I would try to unplug.
Fab Maven, the official brand of the Melanin movement, a bold and unapologetic brand for the culture that uplifts and empowers, a brand that says, we've got something to say. Go to fabmaven.com and get your online shop on.